Good morning, everybody. This cold, blustery Monday morning. I set it for 9:15, thinking with it I wasn't going to be done with what all I was doing and getting in an episode of Sister Wives. But anyway, I skipped through the parts of Mary's whatever she was doing. I don't even know. So here we are. We're live a little earlier. Good morning, Be Real L. I see Chip, Karma. I saw Grandma Sherry. Pearl, good to see you. Jesse, Bliss Blessings. Daisy Duke. Come on in the room. It's been for 4 or 5 days since I've been live. It's been very busy, very hectic. And even when it wasn't, I didn't want to get on here for some reason. I just needed a minute. Thank you, UA, for hitting the like, which I think it would do some other people a lot of good to actually just disengage from this app every now and again. I feel a little better. I feel refreshed. I know I've been a little off my last couple of live streams. I can just tell, even if others can't, I can. Hopefully, it'll be better today. Good morning, Catnaps. Hey, Okie. Thank you, B. Real. Good morning, Lindsay. Oh my gosh, so much has went on. Of course, nothing really changes around here. I've noticed. What I do want to go over today is I don't know what you would call this. I guess Earth and We Frosty had a message for me and Six Up mainly. I am going to listen to it and give my thoughts on and opinions on what they have to say. Uh, Pearl, I wish you were here for this one. Yes, Melissa, we do. And I can tell when I'm just off. I sound like an idiot. My words aren't coming out right. I missed you all too, Lindsay. I really did. Hey, Crankin, good to see you. Good morning. They finally sent the kids back to school this morning. I thought they were going to be out because it's like 8 degrees here. But I think we're actually going to have a real winter, so they're kind of not wasting all those snow days. Hey, Miss Wolfie. Glad you're live. I'm so out of the loop. Been getting CT scans. Oh my gosh, Amy. I hope everything's okay. And that reminds me, has anyone seen Jiggy? Not Ziggy, Jiggy. Remember, her mother had passed away, and I haven't seen her in a long time. Good morning, Tripper. Good morning, Amber. Everyone be careful. Nightmares could potentially follow what you're about to see. Consider this a friendly warning. But if anybody has seen Jiggy, let her know. I'm wondering about her, and I hope she's okay. She may have took a break, too, because she's going through a lot. Hey, Madison. Everybody's going through a lot right now. Everybody is. This winter does seem like it might be brutal. I think we might be at, because it started early too. It started like in October. Tickety, good to see you. Hey, just Irish. All right, y'all. I'm gonna pull this up. Earth, if you're in here, you can't strike me because that was my live you were playing. So it'll be a battle of the strikes. And that's another thing. Man, this sector, didn't it used to have rules or something about striking? Which I'm going to get into that more in a little bit because we got Julie Skolnick actually taking Britney J to court over copyright. To me, if you're going to strike somebody, you better intend to take them to court. But also, what a waste of time and money and resources that's going to be, because Julie is not copyrighted. So I just, yeah. Anyway, there used to be rules around here. You didn't go real life. You didn't strike people unless, and of course, they were just throwing your shit up there and not giving any commentary, like Britney, just sleeping through it. But I heard it was over like a 1 minute clip. Yes, it is. It is a good thing. Oh, Soup. Julie blocked me for asking one simple question regarding that. Julie is one of those, like, not only is she a heavily pick me, but a lot like Brittany, she can't take any type of constructive criticism at all. You're an enemy. Wow, that's like a legit question. I hate chats like that. Plus, it limits your interaction. There's people that have come in here and asked me questions before on the opposing side or whatever. They're not blocked. Like, my mods aren't block happy. They know that. Good morning, Haunting Hopes. Let's see what Melissa said. You Brent Sip, you Wolfie. Oh, speaking of, Wolfie put out another good one. Let's see what Melissa said. She told me that she had that stream registered already with Copyright Board. Oh, really? Yeah, that's real convenient. I guess she should have no problem showing that paperwork. If she has already registered that stream under the Copyright Board, she should be good. Good luck to you, Julie. Julie is pissed off because War Eagle shared. I saw that Reddit thread. Yeah, it looks like Julie has a problem with before she even came to the BNN network with kind of bullying other people on here. Why is it always the bullies that come back crying and snotting on the mic? I saw that. Hey, Rockabit, good morning, hon. That's what I'm wondering, just Irish. If you got all that time for copyright court, you better be copyrighted for one. It's, look, I don't know how it's actually going to go, but if you're not copyrighted, you're just wasting everybody's time. I just think it's silly, and I think people are just thinking they're bigger than what they are on here in this very small sector. Hey, Michelle, good morning. I can show you what it looks like, Soup, because I have some work copyrighted. I figured you would. You get a nice fancy paper with the stream titles listed. That's registered with the board. Easy to prove. Oh, really? Hey, KCG, I'd like to see that. I'm on my way, Pearl. Let me copy the link real quick. Y'all give me just a second. Let me stop sharing. Yeah, I would like to that. We thought about doing it when we were the jerks, which we still are, like copywriting our stuff, but we never got around to it. Now, I think Eliza has copyrighted some of the merch. Oh my God, Pearl, that link you sent me about, hold on, where the fuck is it? About a woman in Toledo driving a, was it a woman? Somebody was driving a U-Haul truck. Okay, Pearl, it's on your way. It's on its way. Did y'all see that lady on the loose with the U-Haul truck? Hey, Eliza. Did I see Eliza? Yes. All right, let me pull this back up. Stop share. No, share again. Yay, we get Miss Pearl up here. All right, at work is automatically artwork is that's right. Your artwork is automatically copyrighted. I knew it was. It was a male and he had stolen dogs. What the hell's he going to do with dogs? Oh, them dogs. Did you watch where Lolly saw a person in a bunny suit in a cemetery footage? No. Why was somebody in a bunny suit in a cemetery? What? Are you serious? The fuck? Oh my God. One of the dogs was microchipped and was stolen from someone's yard several months ago and was returned to. Oh, was he trying to do a nice thing and like take all these stolen dogs back to their owners in a U-Haul truck? This is hilarious. I hope nobody got hurt. All right. While we're waiting on Pearl, I'm going to let some of this play. This is titled Dog Whistling Where Explain. Let's get into it. We have some things to discuss. And this was about me because y'all, if y'all remember, damn, that damn Britney said I was dog whistling for CPS. Was it Fred in a bunny suit? I'm remembering that now. Oh my God, I forgot about that. Now, Pearl, let me know if you got it. All right, here we go.
Hannah. This doesn't do it. It doesn't move me. It doesn't make me feel bad. It pisses me off. This need to always make yourself a victim and make everybody the enemy. Oh my God. She said maybe I should take a break. Do you see her picking on me?
We've told BJ to take breaks. Everybody has, actually. She just doesn't. She doesn't want to. She likes this. She doesn't want to go back to true crime. I can tell you. I can promise you. She doesn't want to. She wants to continue this back and forth. She wants to continue the drama. She loves it. She thrives on it. She wants it. It's never going to end.
Hang in there, folks. It gets to me in a minute and 6 up, but I'm going to focus mainly on mine.
I also need to correct Soup.
You need to correct me. Okay.
Could you
have this on
rewind
slow
her maybe a minute?
Yeah.
No,
Hold
it's
on,
on
Soup.
normal.
It's going to be worth it.
Is it gonna be worth it? Okay.
How far do you want me to go?
That part, just before here.
Okay.
You know what she wants?
I'm sorry.
Nope, that's it. That's it.
Okay, Bert, I will agree with you. True crime does literally put her to sleep, too. It does.
She wants 100% loyalty. You ain't getting that from me. I'm not your friend. I never was your friend. I see what's happening. I don't like it, but you're insane, bitch. I'll drag you for filth. And never once make a...
Now, I was a little heated that day. And typically, I don't let anybody on here. Good morning, Jamie. Mau. They've changed her all's name. Oh, there she is. I see Pearl. Good morning. Say it, Pearl. Can you hear me? Because I can't.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I've missed that. Yes, I can
email.
Hear you.
So that was the delay.
Oh, did I send it to the wrong one? I'm sorry.
Well, no, they're both valid emails. There's no reason why it should be one more than the other. It's just I was looking in the one and I thought, oh, I wonder.
Yeah, maybe it's the other one. Have you watched this?
I've seen little bits of it. And the
Same.
couple of clips that I saw that people had clipped, I found quite infuriating. So I'm sure that this is going to be exciting.
Yeah, it sounds like to me the 10 minutes. That's I'm being honest. I only listened to 10 minutes because Six Up was like, you got to listen to this part. I'm like, okay, I'll because I didn't want to get pissed off or anything like that. So I listened to 10 minutes. Meh. So this will actually kind of be a live reaction to most of it. This is about me kind of telling Britney about herself. Not really. I really didn't go that hard on Britney, to be honest. I
You really
really
didn't.
held
You
back.
really didn't. And people who think that you were angry or over the top, one, have no idea about your levels, and two, have no idea about sort of hyperbole and dramatics and being entertaining. You know, so there's a
Right.
difference between real anger and sort of frustration at people's stupidity. These are two different things.
Exactly. Because I was kind of being silly with it. Like she's going to get my blood pressure
Yeah,
up, just kind of being a
but we're
jokester,
stuck
not that.
in a desert of comedy where the absence of people's sense of humour. I mean, I've said this
Oh,
before,
God.
but I'm deadly serious. There ought to be some sort of donor thing so that you can leave people your sense of humour after you die. For those poor people who are born without one.
Right, Tripper. That was just a stern Southern mama voice. If you know, you know. That was actually. It wasn't me losing my temper or any of
No,
that
no.
stupid stuff.
It was sort of bless your heart at about level 7 out of 10. You
Mm-hmm.
know, sort of, it was not real anger.
It was.
But people
No.
just, they want to be able to portray it as unreasonable because they don't actually want to engage with what's being said and the validity of what's being
Exactly.
said. They just want to say, "Ooh, somebody's lost their temper."
Well, that's the whole thing. I made that community wild post. I saw so many comments. I'm so disappointed in the soup. No, you're disappointed that I don't feel exactly the way you do. That's what that is. And it's
But I tell
hidden
you
under
what,
this.
I'll get the tiny violin orchestra set up and you can hand out the tissues and they can cry more.
Yeah, that's what I said. Cry more, sleep better. Hey, Pollyanna. Well, yeah, I called her the B word, Wolfie. And let me tell you, around here, you would have thought I slept with her dad or something, calling her the B
She
word.
called you. She called you the B word.
Hmm.
So
It's so silly. God. It's the way you handled it. That's what was disappointing. I don't care. That's one thing I need y'all to understand. Like, me and Brittany are not friends. We were never friends. This seems to continue to get lost on people. It seems like, from what I'm hearing from Earth and we, there's a little bit of confusion. I don't need to hate the same person or the same people that they do to share the same. I don't know. It's like that. There's a lot of that mindset going on around here. And it's just not how it works. I'm just not that interested in her, if that makes sense. Good morning, Guardian. I'm just not that interested in her. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I think there is a darkness that comes with people who watch her all the time. I have seen people, good people, argue about her. I've seen friendships broken up over her. I won't say it's her fault. It's people that are dedicated to this. What would you call it, Pearl? It's not really a side thing so much as it is a.
well, it is a side thing, and they want to be
Well,
right-sided.
yeah,
That's the thing. Also, I feel like it's displacement activity. The world is in a shocking state. There are so many
I can't hear you.
ways that you could get
Did you
upset
move
about.
away?
Oh, can you not hear me?
I can now. You sounded low there for a minute.
Okay. I probably didn't have
You're
the
good
arm
now.
twisted. Okay. It's like the arm on the headset. Sometimes I knock it down and don't realise that I've done it. There's so much going on in the world, so many things that you could validly get upset about and that you could take a stance on. And it's almost like people don't really want to engage with the reality of how awful so much in the real world is. So they're going to vent
Right.
all the hate and frustration out on some annoying woman on the internet. And don't get me wrong, she is annoying. I can't
Yes.
get myself worked up enough to hate her. And that doesn't mean that I
I
don't
can't either.
see it doesn't mean that I don't see that she's flexible with the truth. She's flexible with reality. She certainly
Yes.
doesn't supply the receipts in a way that would actually reassure me that what she says is true. And I'm sure there's going to be critique of everything that I've just said there. That's fine.
Oh, it's fine.
Critique away. I feel justified in
Critique.
everything that I've said, and I'm not going to cry about it.
No.
One side wants you to be absolutely take the knife out of their hands and stick it into her. And the side who just don't. There's a side that will defend her absolutely because they see that she gets an awful lot of criticism. But you can also should be able to see that some of that criticism is valid. There's real fault on
Valid.
both sides. And
Yes.
anybody who tries to see both sides is just painted as a fool by each side. Well, that's fine. I'll be your fool.
Yeah. I'd rather be that than get myself so worked up over one person on the internet that I can't. What am I going to do? What am I going to say to change this lady? And I'm also not interested in the us versus them thinking either.
No, I'm not.
It's,
I'm not.
yeah.
I'm just laughing at Grandma Sherry saying, "Oh, I like flexible with reality." Yes, the Britishness came out there. I didn't want to out and out say she's a liar. I said she's flexible with reality.
Flexible. Pearl has a way of saying things. It's a whole lot better. All right, here we go. So we has something that she wants to say to me.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
wrong about something. Let's
No,
hear it.
surely not.
Right. Tell me how I'm wrong.
This is where Soup made a mistake. I was with all of that sentence. I was living it. I was loving it. But as we all know, if you have watched, unfortunately, more than one Britney victim stream, it is drag you for feels.
Okay, that was just her being silly. Okay.
That you need to say it like that. So you're going to have to make a minor modification that until this stage in your life you have thought that the word was filth, but it's actually feels. So if you
Alright.
could please step up your game and learn how to
That's
speak
just
Britney.
an
Thank
accent
you.
thing, though. Just because we say
I think
filth.
it's Britney's accent or something.
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
I would have said so. I mean, it's no different
Yeah.
than the fact that we or I say filth in a much more clipped way, and Brittany sort of stretches it out a bit, is sort of very southern about it. I don't see that that's an issue. It's just a word.
Or the way nonsense says, oh my God. Nonsense says bag. Bag instead of bag. Yeah. Craig. Yeah. Okay. Let's carry on.
No, Miss Liverbird, we're not caught up to today yet.
No, but I will watch tonight's stream. But the most that I've seen from tonight's stream that I had on the TV was BJ going over the clips, of course, that Shady put out. Of course. And those were the recent ones
Oh
that
my
she put out.
God. The clue
What?
disease is spreading. The saying every word like it's a sentence all on its own.
I know. Chasing sent something she recorded. She's like, who talks like this? It was, God, I forgot what she said because I'm going to, oh my God, dang, spit it out.
Shady, I love this for you. I really do. You're fucking stupid.
Phone call. See, I'm able to keep it online. So saying what's happening is wrong isn't enough. You have to serve a purpose to Britney. Either you're all in as a supporter, or she wants to portray you as an enemy so she can be your victim. Oh, God, she loves it. Thank you, Mac. Oh,
if only
yeah.
we had mentioned such a thing. If only we had all agreed with that, exactly that. And I agree, yet again, with Soup here. Most of us don't need to be
Oh,
calling
the
any
shade.
fucking agency.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. If all of us would agreed with this as if, and I will not get into like the details of a falling out with an old friend. I'm not going to get into that. But I will say it had nothing to do with Brittany J. That is you oversimplifying it. And you know that, hun.
Out of spite or malicious intent on anybody. Certainly not Britney, because we're not made to be that kind of weak bitch. But certain people have been very happy to accuse others of doing so. So I hope that from here on out that people start to see that people are being accused of things that they didn't fucking do.
Well, let me say this. I don't know who has called CPS. I don't know who has called the law on her. Besides that, we do know that Dark Horse did because she out and out admitted it. But when you see the same people going over the same person day in, day out, and some of them just aren't sticking to a review anymore. They're like calling out names and what they're going to do if you don't shut up. It's at a threatening level. What? Hey, Soup, Brittany liked you and your channel. Expected different from you again. See, and that's the thing. I don't know what she expected. What did Brittany expect? What did she expect? Me theorizing again that I wonder if is not, she shouldn't expect anything out of me, honestly.
I was just going to say, I didn't realize that you were here to fulfill Britney's expectations.
I didn't either. But I guess that's what a lot of people came here for. And how many times, Pearl, have we made this disclaimer that this is not a BNN network and this ain't the Britney Simp channel either? Please do not subscribe to me thinking that. That is insane. Like I've said this too many times. I'm able to see what Britney does as well. And that's the way it is.
Yeah. Come here for Soup's opinion and Soup's commentary, or just don't come in. Those are your options.
Those are your options, not who do I support. I'm telling you, when
I said come here for the commentary, I didn't say to agree with the commentary, because Soup can actually handle you not agreeing with her. It's just when you come in and use these terms of expectation and, oh, you're disappointed. So, well, grab a tissue on your way out and have a good day.
Yeah, and that too, just our assumptions and expectations will F you up. Don't look. It's just, if you subscribe to this channel, I hope it's just for me or the commentary or because you enjoy it here, not because you think, oh, she's team this one or team that one. I think that we have got so caught up in that and this sector, and that's going to screw y'all up in the end. It really is. I forgot what I was saying. Good morning, Paige Turner. Hold on. Miss Wolfie says, who really supports a liar besides the ones lying with her and for her? Exactly. I'm just not interested. Hey, generally.
That's very true. But I also have to say, and the people lying against her, because there are no heroes here on either side as far as I'm concerned.
Yep. Like, do you see me in them other streams now because this happened with me? No. See,
you will never, I promise you, you will never on Kendrick Lamar's internet find me in Clues chat. It will never happen.
Couldn't be me.
Actually,
I'm
let me walk that back. The exception would be if she ever started speaking down to me, might very well go in there and go, "Have at it," or "Go F yourself." But that would be
but
the
not
limit
to
of it. I
hang
will
out.
never be in there chatting.
Good morning, Tiff from Tex. Morning, beautiful. Who sent this 29-degree oh, in Texas? Ah, y'all are getting it too. Good morning, Doodles. Yes, Chip, I don't like you sit with theys and thems, the great theys and the great thems. Here they come.
And in
Let me read.
course, in Wee's case, it's people. She doesn't use they and them. She talks about
Mm-mm.
people. People and people and people.
And people.
I get it. Not everybody likes everybody else. We all have creators we don't fucking like. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't just be like, oh, well, she doesn't like that person, so she must have called CPS. No, that's not true. It's not fucking true.
Well, I don't know exactly who she's talking to, but I have never hollered that so and so has called CPS. Do I look at certain YouTubers with the side eye? Yeah. Mainly, I look at some of the what I call send off dummies. Those are the more terrifying for me. The ones that want to so desperately impress the YouTuber. I don't know who did it, and I haven't outright accused anybody. And if I'm not mistaken, I think, wait, yeah, Brittany got a FOIA back, but I don't think it said who called on it. I don't know.
But I can assure you that no creator over here called CPS. And if they did, and we found out about it, you bet your ass would be dragging their asses for filth across the fucking internet.
Now see, I got to disagree with you on that, Earth. I don't think you would. I don't. I think if you found out it was one of your favorite YouTubers, you would make excuses for the thing being done. Personally, I don't agree with involving myself in other people's lives on here. I'm not going to worry about your life more than my own, but I don't agree with that, Earth. Historically, you have shown that you really wouldn't do anything about that. That's just my opinion. Depending on who it would be, I think you would go right along with it.
Because that's what we would do. But see, one thing BJ wants from all of us over here is to call each other out because she intentionally wants us all to fight.
Yep.
That way she can go live about it and just clap her hands in victory and say, yes, I got them all to fight. Look at me go. That's all she wants. But people don't actually sit down and literally pay attention to what she says and what she does.
And to be fair, she has now added to that. So the group of people, the opinion community, that again, I keep repeating the same thing because it's important. These people more or less had supported her in one way or another to try and get her out of the mess that she has put herself in.
I personally have not supported her.
Listen, failing to condemn somebody in exactly the way that you require is not supporting someone. There is a difference. Just because that's the way you perceive it, it doesn't mean that's correct. The opinion community has every right to see things equally on both sides and not choose to express exactly your view. And again, if that's a problem, like I said, grab a tissue. Good day.
Right. I like what you said there, Pearl. And that really is a problem around here. I just cannot get over the fact that they really believe that if you aren't, I don't want to be a part of the BNN network. I don't know what I don't know. You can't go anywhere around here, though, without it being played somewhere. Let me hear this one more time.
And literally pay attention to what she says and what she does.
And to be fair, she has now added to that. So the group of people, the opinion community, that again, I keep repeating the same thing because it's important. These people more or less had supported her in one way or another to try and get her out of the mess that she has put herself in. But
have I made suggestions for her? Yeah, which ended up biting me in the you can't suggest any, but supporting her, I've never done that. I've never even been a subscriber of Britney's channel. Now, Earth, on the other hand, has. Earth, you want to tell people about that? The long troll. Earth, yep. Earth, whatever she's going by, Earthy, is reviewing me. This was like
This is
3 days ago.
fundamentally the problem. That comment there is fundamentally the problem. The absolutism of saying that you are either a supporter or an attacker, and there is never, ever, ever any middle ground for discussion is just ridiculous. And I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. I will live to disappoint you another day.
Yep. And I'll continue to disappoint you another day. And probably that side and that side over there too. I'm just not invested in her like that. And I don't know why this became a thing. Let's see. Johnson said, nah, I had to shut my live down the other night because it turned into it always does. I've noticed that. Somebody will come in there. Like Johnson could be reviewing that Truth weirdo, right? Somebody will come in there. What about when Britney did this? God dang. What about when ain't there like 80 channels covering her right now? Can't you just go over there? You haven't, UA. I've never been in her chat. Never. What has Britney ever done to Earth and we for them to have this level of disdain that they have for her? I don't get it. I don't either. Somebody would have to look. Britney pissed me off last week. And I still I do not hate her because I just don't care that much. I just don't care. Let's see. That's how people want to talk about it now. I don't get it. I know. It's a us versus them, and I'm not interested in it. I can see BS on all of it. Finding fault in everything she does is weird. It is. Like, I'm not going to just focus on this lady's life. I can't do it.
Britney, once again, clutches defeat from the jaws of victory. And yes, I said it deliberately that way. And rather than accept any form of responsibility for the shit that she says or does, or her partner says or does, and that she therefore broadcasts live on her channel to the fucking world, that somehow instead of that now it's other people's responsibility. And so now the very group that had supported her, now she is doing exactly the same with them. And
I think you're confused. And I know you're probably in the bushes. You can come out if you want. I'm not going to attack you. I think you're very confused here. I have never supported Britney. I've never agreed with the dogpiling. But this is stuff I've said over and over. Hold on a second. Let me get a drink. Just because I don't agree with everything somebody does not mean I hate them, or vice versa. Well, let me say it like this, or just because I don't agree with everything, and I'm sorry, I don't know how, I guess the BNN network doesn't mean that I'm a Britney simp. But I keep saying this and it never goes through. I don't think people can comprehend very well. I don't know where Pearl went. These people are so appalled that Brit lies. There she is. Where'd you go? Wait. Pearl? There you are. Where'd you go? Pearl. I'll wait for her to get her mic fixed. These people are so appalled that Brit lies and grifts. I know what you're about to say. Yes. But these are the same people sitting in chats where someone talks shit about her kids, deceased mom. I know, and claiming to get a PI to dig into her life, saying we got Julie Skolnick over here digging up her family tree. I don't hear them. Here's what I'm going to say. I don't hear them speaking out against that type of behavior when it's done against Britney. It's crazy to me. Pearl, Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. It's okay.
But
For some reason, the headset sort of wasn't, the mic wasn't working properly. I don't know what, the settings must have slipped or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm back.
good. I don't know what it is though, but this Britney, let me say this. Pearl, I know you've noticed it. And there's something to be said about it. The Britney us versus them has created a great divide. It has absolutely ended friendships. Now, I want you to think about that on a deeper level. In your real life, would you allow somebody, if you were good friends with somebody for years, would you allow somebody off the internet to end that friendship because maybe they like them or don't like them and you do, or vice versa?
No, not off the internet. There's no one uh, on the internet that I could imagine causing a rupture of friendship. Um, I mean, in some ways, it's sort of like Britney has become like the Trump of this section of the internet.
Mhm.
You're either all in or you're all out. Uh, but no, it just seems bizarre to me. She is not that important. I'm sorry, Brittany. I don't mean this to be personally insulting, but
Well, she'll
you
take it
really are
that
not.
way.
The amount of significance that you are given by people is ridiculous. And certainly, I know that people have got opinions on, like I said, your flexibility with reality, and whether your receipts are valid, and the fact that you seem to have a very sort of expensive lifestyle, shall we say. But it's, to me, you're sort of like, you're a sort of B grade Ziggy. And I've already experienced Ziggy, so I can't really get the
Yes.
same level of outrage.
Yeah. God, there's so much resemblance between those two, even
There
down to the
really
skin.
is. There really is.
It's actually a little creepy, except Brittany ain't over there doing her nails every night, talking or hollering about Andy being on the road.
But there's that
Internet
same element. But one of the things that is very similar, though, is that whole thing of everybody betrays you. And I would say to both Brittany and Ziggy, if every single person that you are friends with ends up betraying you, then maybe the problem is you.
Oh, thank you, Granny.
Maybe they're not betraying you.
Maybe.
Maybe they're just falling out with you because they can't stand your behavior any longer.
Yeah, but with Brittany, it's always a betrayal. You might, that right there is something I would self reflect on. Why do I have such a high turnover rate in subs and moderators? But
And
Brittany
why
isn't
do
going
they
to do
always
that.
join the haters, as you'd say? They've gone over there to the
Yeah.
haters.
Well, and a lot of them do. They'll go, I have seen some of them, like they'll go exactly to the opposite end, which is wild to me and gives me pause for cause because I look at people like that. Like, is there no middle ground? You don't have to jump all the way into the deep end. Like, these are people that were just dragging you day in, day out. Are you okay? So I've seen how people, I guess it's just they need a place to belong. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Yes, they are both very similar, even down to the filing of legal stuff, Ziggy and Brittany. Yep.
And trying to make them turn on each other. Hence Brittany calling out Soup. She also did the same with Jonesing, and Lil Shady followed suit with her handy dandy community posts. We can see what's happening.
Now that did happen. Shady hates me now, which is fine. I don't, whatever. Shady right away started making clips about me. Every time I would turn on this app, I would see all them red letters that Shady likes to use, which is actually good because it makes it stand out. And my little avatar, I'm like, God almighty, Shady. It ain't that deep, but go ahead. Thank you. Yeah, if you haven't yet, please hit the like. Oh, I see Fred. Well, not actual Fred. I see his name.
And again, we don't all need to be friends, but I can see what they're trying to do, and that fucking sucks. I can patently see what is happening. It's deflection, and it's trying to cause shit where there wasn't any. With very people who have tried to help you. Brittany.
Get your shit together, Brittany.
Ping!
I'll get that one for you. Hey, okay, Hannah. You take care, honey. Sleep tight.
Night night, Hannah. Sleep well, love. Not in the
Behave
shower.
yourself.
Don't sleep in the shower.
Damn.
We're going to make this point very fucking clear. And I'm really sorry to those of you who are in the chat who are basically part of the choir at this point. I appreciate the fact that you're sticking with it because,
Yeah.
God damn it.
We're not gonna go. We're not gonna go too much longer. I've been on here way too long. But hey,
Okay.
record somebody for like 14 fucking hours. I ain't doing.
All right.
Emily Pickles, thank
It's a real shame.
Yes.
Because, again, for those of us who have been around the internet for a hot minute, people like Britney are sadly not unusual. And it is unfortunate
Angels.
that there is this constant repeated behaviour of no matter how gently people try to inform Britney that maybe what she's doing, where she is repeating the same behaviours and actions and getting pushed back and it doesn't go well, that when people suggest that she tries something else, that Britney throws a whole fucking shit fit about it. That's what we're watching. You cannot have any other opinion. Because what would we know?
Now that I will agree with, but it's also it's the two sides of the same coin. It's the other side too. Look, again, I'm not going to get into all the dirty details, but we, Frosty, if you were being honest, you know why we don't speak anymore. I think you believe that if your friends, using air quotes here, do not like who you like, that they are now your enemy. And that's just not the way the internet works. Thank you, Breege. Love seeing you both live. It's made a great start to the week. Good to see you back, Pearl. I miss seeing you. Thank you so much, Breege. Pearl, you still there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you, Bruce. That's lovely of you to say.
Let me get her something. Be real.
All of that commentary on Britney. Sorry, darling, I'm talking over you. Carry on.
Go ahead.
All of that commentary on Britney is valid. This is definitely a repeating cycle where people try to help Britney, and she sort of throws a fit and says that they're turning against her and all this sort of thing. That's obviously a repeated cycle. But the way that there doesn't seem to be any equal criticism or examination of the people who are dogpiling on her and their behaviours and their extremes and their exaggerations is why it's so unbalanced to me and why I just can't take it so seriously. Because if you were this analytical about the other people, I would give it more validity. I just can't.
Yeah. Yes, I can't, because they will see and be in some of the worst, my God, some of the worst, and have nothing to say. Absolutely nothing. So this falls on deaf ears for me. It really does. Let me listen to a little bit more.
None of us have had to deal with shit on the internet, right? So fuck. I need that decoder ring, DTOS. I also need the type faster.
Finally, I got my screen back.
I was trying to fill in, but without, I'm like, what? Has she
Emily.
gone to make a sandwich?
No, it was
Come on.
no, it was
All right.
because my screen got I had a split screen, so my tabs were completely.
I believe that I think a lot of it is they believe, Pearl, shared enemies bond groups more than shared principles or something. I don't know.
I think so, and I think there's also an element of them building up their own little communities by creating us and them.
Yeah.
And especially you see that. I mean, this is one of the reasons that the Clue has been so successful. And what's his name? Elevated Truth is doing exactly
Yeah.
the same thing. He's taking her playbook in order to try and build his channel. I saw a brief clip of him going off yesterday, and I'm sorry, sir, but you sounded like a whole psycho. You
You
really
did
did.
not look. Elevated Truth, that didn't land the way you thought it did, buddy. I don't know what you thought you were doing. I watched it over on Joneson's. I don't watch him, but he was trying to pump fear, talking real slow and methodical. It just wasn't giving what he thought it was giving. It was giving just creep vibes. And then he's over there using Britney's children's names and stuff. It's just all weird to me. I don't know if these two sit in his chat. I don't think we would. Maybe Earth would, though.
Fucked up.
I tell you what, I would like to know.
My
They're talking
my
about
split.
people sitting in other people's chats. Olop, I believe, is a mod in Earth's.
Yeah.
So he's there all the time when Earth and we are discussing this subject. I would love to hear your opinion, Wei, on Olop's merchandise that
Can we
shows
talk about that?
of Britney's leg.
Can we talk about? Let me hold on. Let's just give this a minute. Is how you spell it? Olop. I probably won't find it this way. How you spell it? Olop. I want y'all. Oh, I found it. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Now, I want to know who the.
Olaf is that bitch I was talking about earlier since you want her name said. Go away.
This is merchandise. Britney's leg. Now, if you're in here and you would buy this merchandise, you just let me know, because I want to know where you would go wearing this that anybody else would understand the inside joke. Allegedly stickers, and it's her leg, which has been heavily edited, worse than it is. You gonna wear that out in public? Are you? Let's see what else we got here.
Well, I mean, she's edited. She has edited it in the hope of trying to get around any sort of privacy strike. That's why it's colorized to sort of make it seem like a parody or an art piece. But let's not kid ourselves here. It's what on earth is wrong with people that this is
is
somebody's
funny.
health condition, and you are just treating it as a joke. I mean, seriously, she was lucky not to die of septicemia, the state of that.
And we know how Wee Frosty feels about this type of stuff very strongly. I would like to hear her. Yeah. I mean, we've got mugs, stickers, shirts, pillows, totes, coffee mugs, sweatshirts. If I saw somebody out wearing somebody else's leg, I don't even know what I would do. That's one of the crazy.
Shout out to Laura. Laura had it as the thumbnail for one of her lives. What the hell is wrong with you people?
She had it as a thumbnail? That was your thumbnail?
Yeah.
I just look, if I wore something like that out in public, it doesn't even say anything that's like witty or funny. It's just a bitch's leg. That's not normal. This is not normal. They put her, yes, hikers. They put her leg on merchandise. And you want me to think this is normal?
UA
No.
Crimson is saying we probably hasn't seen that because it's recent. Don't tell me that we hasn't heard all the comments like nonsense saying that Britney needs a crane to help lift her leg up and all this sort of thing. The leg has been a joke
For
for
a
over a
while.
year.
Yeah.
And when the fact is that this sort of situation, not as extreme as this, but has happened to many other women in this community, and also people who've had lymphedema of the arm when they've had breast surgery, all this sort of thing. And for some reason, you all treat it as a failure of hygiene when actually it's a much more deep-rooted problem than that, and that you just use it as a punchline. There's something seriously wrong with you.
Yeah, and your humor sucks. I mean, it sucks. You ain't got any. No, it was a channel called Olop, but I'm sure Clue supports it. I have no doubt she does. But if you knew we, like we knew we, and I say knew as in past tense, something like that what you just saw would have her unglued. I mean, absolutely unglued. So I hope that she doesn't support that, or this is just somebody, not to quote a song, but literally, I used to know, and maybe I was confused when I knew him. I don't know. But that right there, let's see. Eliza says, I really did expect we to speak out about that, but all I hear is cricket. Me too. Now, that right there, and any of the jokes about it, if you don't know, we trust from the people who do. That right there, that would have been a problem. Yeah, it's beyond sick. Pearl, I'm going to let a little of this play and run to the ladies' room. You got it?
Yes, darling, carry on.
Okay.
Was split into 6 screens. So I was trying to put them back together and I couldn't figure out how to do it. So I had to put the tabs on just one screen, one by one, and that was a hassle. She won't stop talking about soup, good lord. Yeah, I saw that she was playing one of Shady's clips and she was, I'm so not looking forward to this. Really, I'm not.
Well, I mean, again, this is where Britney, like all other people, has the choice. You know, we all have the choice where somebody says something about you, and if it's just a normal "I don't like you, you're shit" kind of comment, you can usually have your clap back and then move the fuck on. It doesn't need to become a whole generational curse at that point where you start taking things so overwhelmingly out of control that you have to hound a person. But yet Britney wants to claim constantly that somehow she is effectively the patient zero of victims, and that she is being mercilessly attacked by people for no fucking reason at all. She has never said or done anything that people would even find slightly incorrect, never mind objectionable. No matter how that is put to her, she always has this reaction where she cannot control herself, she cannot control her own response, and then she starts to get carried away. A lot of people have experienced that, and it's going to be unfortunate for her because I hope the opinion community share their opinions with her very vocally.
Now, do you want to put a name on it with the opinion?
Given that you're reviewing somebody peripheral to the opinion community giving their opinion, that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're reviewing someone giving their opinion. It's not, you don't have to wait for it to happen.
Sorry, Pearl. Sweet Sativa. I'm going to have to correct you right there. Although I am not friends with her anymore, I promise you, we Frosty did not know who Chip was. And unfortunately, we put ourselves, no, I won't say it was unfortunate because they were our friends. Some of them still are. we did put ourselves in the crossfire there, but that Chip person, we Frosty would have never supported a creep like that. Pearl, what is the history
Person,
there? A lot of it I have forgotten.
the person who is most responsible for putting this bullshit out, which is Tiffany, and
Yeah.
who still maintains all this bullshit about me. I never went to Chip's channel. I didn't know Chip. I was never a supporter of Chip. I was never in a Discord with Chip. I was never in a Discord with the child. But these lies are just spewed out and made reality.
Yes.
And somehow, uh, it doesn't matter how long and storied the history is of Tiffany's attacks on other people, you're not allowed to say anything now. Well, I'm sorry. Anybody who consistently and still persistently insists that I am part of an international child grooming network will get my air
Yeah.
regardless of what the medical situation is of any member of their family, who I wish nothing but the very best, a long and happy life. This is not about that. This is about Tiffany. The same lies that you've just repeated there about we are the lies that Tiffany consistently puts out about me. There is not a single iota of truth in them.
Yeah, I think you would have sworn that because there was such an uproar at that time of people convincing others that we and others were friends, which even us, the jerks, and we had no clue who Chip was. And then it comes out that the very person that Tiffany was looking for was on her panel. What's her name?
MZ
The
now
people.
owns that
MZ.
channel. This is essentially just a revenge exercise. MZ covering her back, Jenna wanting to get revenge on us, Tiffany and Benny being the venue. That was the top and bottom of it.
Yep, that
And the
was. You're
lies
right.
continue.
But
And
no,
once these things are put out there, people think it's such a big lie, it must be true. Surely somebody wouldn't make up a story about people grooming children. It must be true. No, there's not a single element of truth in it. Not an iota.
none. None. I promise you something about Wee Frosty. If she would have thought that that lady was like that, nope, no, not Chip Gernon, no, absolutely not. But she got her and a couple others, and us by proxy, got drugged through. Half the sector was accused of this.
Yeah, chasing
Good
was
morning,
right.
Jeeper.
Um,
Chasing was
And this Chip character,
us.
there were definitely creepy vibes from this person who I know nothing about and never ever spoke to, never went in her channel, nothing. But just for the clips that were played, deeply creepy. I would never have associated
Deeply
myself with that
creepy.
person.
Yeah. But I promise you, Wee Frosty had nothing to do with her like that and had no clue that this woman was that weird. I didn't even know who she was until clips were starting to be played. And what a weird time. Yeah. Chasing, you were right there in the trenches with us. I mean, I can't even remember who I was confused or accused, but there was a lot of us, and some of us didn't even know who she was.
Oh yeah. Burn it, BJ. Just burn it. Frosty, I sent you the stream of BJ's. It's from Twitter, so it's in your DMs.
Thank you.
And I think that's what makes us a little bit different over here, although we're considered the opinionated community, which in my opinion, everybody has an opinion. I didn't know there was a community for it. I think, or we get called gray gang. No, not really. I think what confuses people is because I'm not, or a lot of us aren't, I'm not obligated to adopt someone else's anger towards somebody else. I don't have to do that. And I think that gets lost on people a lot. And I don't have to prove my loyalty through cruelty to Britney. I don't like her. I see right through her, but I choose not to participate in anything else going on. I just like,
Just
yay,
put
call
something that's being
CPS
said
on
in
her.
the
No,
chat. Tripper 1981 says, I think there are some things getting conflated though. I remember all of this. Yeah, I remember all of this. I was right in the middle of it. Please, if you think that you've got some other different opinion,
Oh, God.
type it out in the chat.
Eliza, I think Chip had some intellectual. I don't know if Trip is talking about, hey, Miss Sarah. Well, I'm glad you're here. Welcome. Trip, I don't know who you're talking about or what situation. Is it the Chip thing? Because God Almighty, trust and believe, we did not know that lady. Let's see what Bronco girl. Hold on. That's why comments like that regarding, yeah, etc., should never be said or joked about. They can still, yes, they can. They can. And that's why there will never be any type of forgiveness with something. Sometimes you just go too far. Yeah, you just go too far. Like, I want everything to be okay with that person's other situation, but I do not have to befriend them. I don't have to.
Yeah.
You're welcome. All right, just a few more minutes, guys.
Wait a minute. Hey, Mac, that's Mac. Where you been? It's so good to see you. Yeah, this right here doesn't do it for me. This doesn't do it. It doesn't move me. It doesn't make me feel bad. It pisses me off. This need to. Oh,
We know.
Yeah.
The
It
feeling.
fucking sucks.
It does. It sucks to be accused of shit that you didn't do. It sucks to be accused of shit that that can't be proven. It sucks that a bitch like BJ can't put a fucking name on whoever called the cops, CPS.
There's a lot of people around here who can't put a name on shit. Let's keep that all the way 100.
All these agencies, this so-called SWAT, and I use air quotes here because it wasn't a SWAT. It wasn't. Sorry, not sorry. It was not. It sucks.
Thank you.
It sucks that we all get lumped in as.
Thank you so much. You gifted a membership and UA got it. Thank you so much. Let me get you something real quick. All right.
Tripper
responded.
1981. It was held on Tiffany's channel. Tiffany hosted the live. Tiffany asked several of the questions. Tiffany is the person who still posts on her wall about me and lies that I was in a Discord with young children. So please don't tell me what I've experienced.
It was bad, Tripper. It was like we went through it, and some people actually believed it. The Chip thing came later. Hold on, let me read this myself. It was BK and Carl talking. Yeah. What, extended life or something? TM was in the background. What they were speaking about was made into chasing, being called something by TM, but Carl was listing people who were connected to a known. I think I know what you're saying. The Chip thing came later. Actually, that was on Tiffany's. I have the recording. I have everything of that day. And it went on and on and on. Yes, Pearl, that was after the first thing with chasing. That's why I said it was conflating, mixing two things. Okay, what we're talking about, somebody came in here and mentioned we supporting Chip. We, Frosty, not us. That became, it grew legs overnight to where we were. Chasing was. Half the damn sector was. That was a dangerous lie to perpetuate. And she did that. And why, I can't even remember. And I think someone apologized for it later on. Tripper, Chasing says, Tripper, I know exactly what happened. Carl tried to connect me to someone who was on Web Sleuth's panel because I was once on Web Sleuth's panel. Carl is a whole conspiracy theorist, like a real one. He's got nothing on nonsense on the web. Okay. That dude is really a conspiracy theorist. He thinks everybody is crisis actors and a part of something. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I know, sweet sativa, but I hate when that stuff is perpetuated because we, Frosty, I promise you, did not support Chip in that manner. And when all that stuff came out, they had long been gone from that whole Chip issue. God, I hate that my memory sucks. Hey, Kiwi. All right, here we go.
One. And sometimes there's a name put on it. Yeah. If there's something that BJ reads and she claims, well, oh my God, it must be her. It sucks. It does. It sure does.
No,
But
it
that's
wasn't Carl Ferguson. Extended Life Path or something. Where's he from, Pearl? He's got
Enchanted Life Path.
Enchanted. He's got a real thick accent. He's from
Liverpool.
ain't docs.
He's a
Liverpool,
scouser.
yes.
Yes, and remember
Scouser.
Benny. Benny said, I mean, I know Benny is sort of on the straight and narrow now, and good luck to him. I hope it continues. But at this point, he was completely in the burning everybody down stage. And he said that he had my name and he had my photograph and he knew that I lived a mile and a half away from Carl. I don't. Nowhere near.
Mm-mm. No.
The
But we
lies
got
are incredible.
yeah, and we got thrown neck deep into it, and all we were trying to do was like defend our friends, and yeah, it got messy. It really got messy.
nobody's fault but BJ's. A person that runs with everything that she's told. She runs with anything and everything that her chat tells. Whatever she's given, she fuck with it. Like the whole Kiwi Farms thing. She ran with that shit. She was given a message. We showed what was actually on there, and that was just Melinda's string. That was it. Nothing else.
Well,
Nothing else was proven.
Oh, come
No
on
key
now.
information. You know.
the same people who were also
People
hyping up
mentioning
Oh,
Kiwi
sorry.
Farms. People mentioning Kiwi Farms is an intimidation tactic, just the same way as that whole spiel that Elevated Truth did last night. People know exactly what they're doing when they start saying about her being on Kiwi Farms. And you allow her to then make it into a big drama. It would be perfectly valid to be fearful of you and your family being put on Kiwi Farms. If you don't want her to be dramatic about it, why the hell did any of you start talking about it?
That's what I want to know. I mean, from the research I've done about Kiwi Farms, this isn't something you'd want to hear that you and your family are going to be put on. So if Brittany is known for over dramatizing things, if she's known for being a victim, why help her in that way? You're welcome, sweet sativa. Why help her do that? You know what I'm saying? And yes, Brittany's going to hear Kiwi Farms and freak out. Plus, she freaked, like I theorized something and she freaked out. So, hell yeah, she's going to freak out about that. I don't know. To me, this isn't complicated. It's not like we're trying to figure out Pythagoras' theorem here. This is like simple 1 + 1. Oh my God, it's
Oh.
not good. Kiwi
Tripper
Farms
likes
isn't good,
Carl.
but she's not on there.
Sorry, Tripper in the chat. I like Carl, says Tripper in the chat. Really, Tripper, did
God.
you know that Carl ran into a restaurant and pretended that he was going to shoot the place up during the middle of a whole bunch of UK terror attacks? Or did he stripped off in a shopping centre to jump in some water?
Yeah,
These are both
we
things
need to.
that are actually recorded on video and that were shown on lives.
Yeah, I don't care for the guy after what he put us through. Nope. Nope. Kiwi says the obsessed blame their real life problems on BJ. Hey, stars.
Kiwi Farms situation at that time to inflate that to a crisis level problem all of
Okay.
a sudden.
Hey,
Um,
Landry.
one of those people, that would be TJ69, also had prior behavior of going to Britney and sending her an email that said that they had witnessed in a chat somewhere made by somebody's chat, but they weren't sure who or where, that the comment was made that somebody was going to burn Britney's house down after they had nailed the doors shut.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, I did not hear about that.
Oh, yeah, this was ages ago.
Okay.
And it's very unfortunate that that became part of what Britney believes about people. She never got any evidence of that comment, who said it, when they said it, who said it, what channel it was in, nothing. Not a fucking thing. Back then, when that happened,
I'm moving
Stupid
around.
ass.
Right, Shady. I don't get it. There's going to be a new person to take up exactly what they're doing to me, and they're going to do it to somebody else.
Just go away, BJ. Just shut the fuck up. You're preaching to the wrong choir here, okay?
well,
And if she went
she has
away,
continued to
if she went away,
take
what would you all do? What would you all do for content? What would Nonsense do? What would Clue do? What would Elevated Truth do? What would you be discussing right now?
Bullhorn Betty again?
Probably.
Yeah.
She's annoying and frustrating, and she will set herself on fire for victimhood, and you lot will warm your hands on the flames.
Yes, you will.
got so far as to make a written declaration and submit that along with her 9 other co-plaintiffs to the Pennsylvania court system, accusing people of various things. Remember, I come to
Yeah.
you. It was an interesting choice, and Brittany, as well as a few others, had the interesting recommendation, just as I said earlier, that Granny should just stop talking about these people and move the fuck on. Remember that, everybody? You remember all that? Remember people saying that?
Yep.
Now Brittany is being told the same thing. And look at the response that Brittany is giving.
God forbid.
Oh, it came up to Granny for we. Okay. If it's about Granny, we's got. Oh, God.
Look, we
I
said
never.
at the time that the legal verdict that was handed down was correct, that the whole RICO thing was ridiculous. But it is
Yep.
really hard to be completely 100% sympathetic with Granny the way that she goes on. She did not deserve that frivolous lawsuit. The RICO case
No.
was ridiculous. The verdict was correct. But my God, not just from her being in Pennsylvania, but you can understand why they picked her out as the sort of the most loudmouthed person to pick on. I'm not saying that they were right. I'm saying I understand how that happened. And Brittany was an absolute fool to throw her hand
Yes,
in. She could not get over the opportunity of
she could.
sticking it to Granny. I mean, seriously, plague on both the houses. I just cannot with either of them.
She couldn't wait. She saw an opportunity, ate it up. And then, I think maybe once she said that it was a bad idea to be a part of the RICO, but I don't think she's ever admitted the truth. And the truth is, it was a get back. That is all it was. And eventually, all of y'all with these get backs, there's going to be a problem.
Yeah, it was absolutely a get back. And I believe that at some point the conversation will have happened where Seth or somebody would have said, it is ridiculous how these people can exploit a missing child case. And Brittany would have said, oh, you want to know about exploitation? Let me tell you about exploitation.
Thank you, Shuby Mom. Good morning, everyone. Can everybody stop and hit the like button, please, with a $4.99 super chat? Thank you so much, Shuby Mom. It's so good to see you in here. Tony is going to mop the floor with Granny in Oklahoma, so that's still going on. Oh, wow.
I suspect
Brittany,
that is correct. I think that it is more likely than not that Tony will win.
Yeah, if that one, yeah, if it's still going on, I guess he probably will because she made a great error there on what she accused him of. You got to be careful. Brittany made a major error signing onto that. It was horrible. One of the dumbest mistakes I've ever seen her make on here. Let's take on from old Cletus. It is what it is. I don't understand that saying. It is what it is. What is it? And just like at the end of the day, it's
It
still
is what
just the
it
end
is.
of the day.
Seriously, he says it so often.
I know.
I agree with who, I can't remember who it was. Didn't catch it. Someone in the chat said Britney goes real life and she won't admit that she's going real life by that legal action. Of course it was going real life. And you'd be a fool to deny it, Britney.
Yes. Yes. But why did those two spend $10,000? Like Clue and Cletus, why did they spend 2,000 or I'm sorry, 10 G's on an attorney?
I think
I'll
that's
never.
absolutely fine, and no one should give a second thought about it. They're rich. So anyway, moving on.
Pearl. Hey, straight talker, laugh out loud. I don't think
No, I'm
so.
sorry,
Considering
don't
Granny's
tell me
watching.
that you're worth millions and then cry over 10K. It doesn't make any sense.
I will say she didn't ask her subscribers for it though. That and I don't give Clue
She
anything.
didn't have to. She
Didn't
didn't
have
have
to.
She just
Yeah.
discussed it and the money come in. Look, she tells them she's a rich bitch and they send her $1.99 for a hot dog. Well done, you people in the chat. More power to you. Mate, keep you warm all winter.
Yes, Leon, that's where she was. I remember being on Jones's Live when Brittany signed onto that, and everyone thought it would backfire on her, and it did. Like that was such a dumb move.
Interesting, right?
Yeah, God forbid she gets told something. She gets told about herself, and then she's got to flip the entire fuck out. And then you got Shady over there making videos about Soup, making it seem
Well-
like she's dog whistling. What the fuck?
I'm sure Soup will have
Or
something
say.
to say about that because, again, people don't like being lied about. I
To be honest, I haven't watched Shady's videos about me, so I don't know what Shady has put out. I have an amazing ability to tune people out, and that's a
Yeah.
good thing. I really do.
Yeah, I'm the same as well, and it never does you any harm. Few people could learn from it.
They could. And like I'll even ask, don't send me anything from that lunatic. No name needed. I ain't listening to her. I would never respond to that person. I'm just able to tune people out for the most part, unless I see something and I want to respond to it. For the most part, I ain't giving it any air.
So it's the
Granny's
two of them.
watching.
He's
What?
saying, Clue wasn't out here begging for lawyers, Christmas gifts for her kids, new tyres. The BJ list is never ending. I agree with you. The BJ list is never ending. And people who get into donating need to have some common sense. That doesn't mean that anything and everything that Clue does is valid. I'm sorry. You're not going to get me to see Clue as some sort of victim. I just don't. I don't believe
No.
that what was said on that panel about Clue's daughter and the whole situation should have happened. It was wrong. I've said in the past that it's wrong. I'll say in the future that it's wrong, even though people will keep saying, nobody condemned. Yeah, we did. We did. And
We
we will.
did. We did. You missed
It
it.
doesn't
It
mean
ain't
that
our
I
fault.
believe that everything that she says and does has got any validity. She loves it. She loves this bullshit now. Just as Britney loves it. And again, plague on both the houses. I don't want anything to do with either of them.
No, you'll never catch me over at Clues. And you know what cracks me up is they did miss all of our lives where we condemned Britney for what she did. But man, I swear, people got selective hearing around here. They got hearing like my husband does. It's very selective. They only hear what they want to hear. Imagine that Britney's fundraiser. Wait a minute. Sorry. Imagine the Britney fundraisers when Granny watching barbecue. Becky, lawyer fees are awarded. Good Lord. I can't imagine. Hey, Laced with Lacey. That's right, little bit. Team everybody sucks. Well, some of us are all right, I'd like to think anyway. Not all of us are extremist to one side or the other.
Don't have
Look,
to be in Soup's
I've
good
never had any complaints about my sucking, but anyway, moving on.
Pearl.
books, or anybody's for that matter, to, as we have repeatedly stated,
Oh, let me
people
rewind
don't
that.
like being lied about. I don't have to be in Soup's good books, or anybody's for that matter, to, as we have repeatedly stated, most of us here do not have the opinion that Britney is stating, that Soup was somehow dog whistling for
No.
any fucking thing.
I appreciate that because I wasn't. That was over dramatized. Britney took it and ran 50,000 billion laps with it. And that right there showed me another side of Britney, which everybody had always stated. She loves to be a victim. She loves it. She loves it. Even if it's nothing, she will take it and make it into something. And because I was being honest and said, I do not watch, when I tell y'all I don't watch her, I don't until something, I have this weird luck. Sometimes it's good. That day, something told me, listen to what she's going to say. And I was like, when I heard her whining around, you're not going to believe what this person said. I just had a feeling it was going to be about me. I don't know why. I just had a feeling. And I didn't know what it was going to be. Did you think I thought it was going to be that? Gee, I wonder if a judge could put an order in place. Brittany took that as dog whistling. Girl, ain't nobody got a dog whistle for you around here if you haven't noticed.
I can also
There are
say, Mr. in the chat, Brit never mentioned Clue's daughter. She mentioned the ex. I didn't say Brittany mentioned Clue's daughter. Rewind. I said that whole panel that was discussing the situation around Clue's daughter and the ex. I talked about the panel. I didn't say Brittany.
Hold on, sweet sativa. See, that's where you're wrong. I don't have to support someone to think what's being done to them is, yeah, exactly. I don't know how often she falls asleep. I don't care because I don't watch her. Yeah, I know Remy doesn't. I don't. Some people can make a drama about an ingrown toenail. Yes, they can, Michelle. I just can't tolerate listening to BJ, the lies, nodding, snoring, drunk Craig. Well, that's why. And that's another thing. The list is endless. I will not listen to her. And I think it was just Irish who made this point on Granny's. People could just turn her off. But then in the sector that we're in, you got like 8 other channels streaming her. And if she is a trigger for you, that could be hard. She's not one for me. But there is always that option of hitting the X and just going out. There really is. It doesn't have to be that complicated.
No,
And I think she might make you choke on your own dog whistle, Brittany, and that's not a threat.
it's a
It just
promise.
is what
Oh, hell, Far. Did you hear that? She'll take it as a threat.
it is. You know, again, people don't like it. And Soup will keep it online. Soup will keep it in commentary. She'll just tell you all about your fucking self.
Good luck. Good luck with that, BJ.
I have yet to take anything offline. I am proud of that. I have yet to take anything offline. Laced with Lacey says, I used to, and it was almost every stream. Really can't do it anymore. Sometimes I'll pop in if I'll agree. Yeah. I was never invested in Britney. Just never cared.
I
Sue,
I
what do you?
can't listen to it. Even if people say to me, listen to this bit of Britney, between the loop of that music, which is just torture, that same piece of music over and over that she plays under everything, him in the background, overlapping with her, which makes it impossible for me to make out what either of them are saying because I've got a hearing deficit. And when I do hear what he's got to say, he's just infuriating. Goodness,
Uh-huh.
seriously, I would, if he was in the background behind me, I would just like, could you shut up?
God, I would stuff a sock down his throat. I swear. No, no, it would be worse. It would be worse. That reminds me, squash banana. Let's have a little palate cleanser here. Hold on. I don't know if Pearl heard this. Hold on, give me a second.
Is this tiniest thing? Don't ask for
Yes.
nothing. You knew Christmas was coming. I love this.
Don't
Don't
ask
ask
for
for
nothing.
nothing.
Hold on. That just reminded me. So we got to play it real quick. Let me get it up here. I'm so glad they mentioned that. And then we'll get back to the stream.
Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. You knew Christmas was coming. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. You can't get nothing from me. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. You knew Christmas was coming. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. You can't get nothing from me. Christmas come the same time every year, and you come with the same line in all them tears with that brand new BBL and them red bottom shoes. It's so hard for me to think that you telling the truth. Wasn't it you that called us all broke when you got that new wig? Now want me to go in my pocket and pay for Christmas for your kids? Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. You can't get nothing from me. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. You knew Christmas was coming.
One more time.
Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. You knew Christmas was coming. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. You can't get nothing from me. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. You knew Christmas was coming. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. You can't get nothing from me. Christmas come the same time every year, and you come with the same line in all them tears with that brand new BBL and them red bottom shoes. It's so hard for me to think that you telling the truth. Wasn't it you that called us all broke when you got that new wig? Now want me to go in my pocket and pay for Christmas for your kids? Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. You can't get nothing from me. Don't ask for nothing.
Don't ask for nothing. You knew college was coming, Christmas was coming, school was
Imagine
coming.
their shock to turn to December on the calendar every year and go, it's Christmas
here.
coming.
Christmas is here. Don't ask for nothing. Every year on the 25th, Christmas gets here. Your bills get here at the same time every year. You understand me? Don't ask
And you
for
would
nothing.
think, given that people start talking about Griftmas in September, you have even less reason to be surprised that Christmas is coming in December. You're all talking about it months out. Why is it that none of you can get prepared in any way? Always it's the last minute. Please help me get Christmas for my children.
Please, please. It's like freaking what's her name? Ziggy. My electric bill's due, guys. Can y'all help me out? Well, she sits over there and does them nails. I want to switch it up for a minute because this dude cracked me up. Not in the way that you typically crack somebody up. It's elevated failure. Listen to this. Shout out to Madison.
You're all very welcome. Now let the fuckery begin.
Hey, Shady.
Hi, Shady. I think you're about to learn a lesson too. Just throwing that out there. It'll either happen Christmas Eve, maybe Christmas Day, maybe the first of the year. I think you're going to learn a big lesson too, legally, of course. Yep, legally. Y'all wonder why Truth has been sitting back so quiet, right? It's not my fault that y'all don't understand what's legal and illegal. It's not my fault that y'all can't do a simple little search, and it's not my fault y'all let dumbass people direct y'all into what to do. You know? And you want to know what all of this
Right, so
Little special y'all plan on coming out with? Yeah, it's been leaked to me. Go ahead, please.
oh my God.
Absolutely do it, please.
Oh, that's so funny.
And when you put that video out where you're going to expose me, and I prove that you're wrong and you're talking about the wrong person, and oh, we know you are, I am going to sue you for every fucking thing you have. Do you hear me?
Oh my God, we got another one suing somebody.
Must be a tough
Hello,
life, you know. When you look like a shellless turtle, but you think you're Batman. My God.
Who did that to her voice? That would be Madison. Like I can't, I'm sorry, y'all, on either side, since this sector is on sides now. I cannot with this over dramatic, like this guy's just doing too much. And if you're being honest with yourself, you know it too.
Attorney's waiting. There's $10,000 on his desk. Please
You
do
don't
it.
know. There is no $10,000. What's with that lucky number, 10K? You did not put 10K on a lawyer's desk. Stop. Stop.
I am begging you.
Let me hear a little bit of this again.
It's not my fault that y'all can't do a simple little search, and it's not my fault y'all let dumbass people direct y'all into what to do. You know?
Let's be honest here. I suspect that you, under a different name, have been emailing fake information to people in the hope that they'll put it out. It's just my hunch.
Just a hunch, just like, I'm sorry, I just got a feeling, and no, it's not a feeling. There was actually, yeah, I think he doxed himself. I do. Hey, Jenny B, just to put it on Brittany J. That's what I'm saying. Like, can't we get back to just being normal around here? What is with all these weird people coming out? We got Julie Skolnick, this dude, God, I'm forgetting some of them. But you got Olaf making merchandise of somebody's leg, and we're all just going to sit around and look at each other like this is normal. When you log off and you're like talking to your friend, husband, wife, whatever, do you talk to him or her about this? And when you do, if you do, which you probably don't because it's hard for them to understand, how weird do they think that this sector is now? Come on. Yeah, it was extra cringe. You ain't got no 10K sitting on a lawyer's desk. Why is everybody weird now?
I was just really disappointed when I saw the clip of him saying this. I was just thinking, you could have angled that lamp down and then up underneath your chin to be like extra sort of intimidating. You know, turn all the other lights down. But really, you know,
Yeah.
the gleam off your bald head and your sort of middle-aged softness just didn't give Dom in any sense of the
It
word.
didn't.
I must admit, the first couple of times that you were claiming to be a Dom, I just thought I'd misheard and you actually meant dumb. And I was thinking, yeah, I can believe that.
Well, you know, Pearl, it makes me think, all right. Do these people just accept anybody that comes along that don't like Britney?
Yeah, it seems to be.
You don't have to like lose your standards and stuff. Like if a new channel came along that didn't like Ziggy, we'll just throw her out there. If they're weird, I do not have to like with that Crystal, that crazy Crystal. You think
Oh,
you're going to see
Lord.
me in that nuts chat?
I still think the most perfect moment of Crazy Crystal was when she revealed that not only is she related to Six Up, but Six Up is related to Enrique Iglesias. And I was like, where are my concert tickets, Six Up? You've never told us about this. Who would have known that there was a link between Ben Hill and Enrique
Ricky
Iglesias?
Iglesias. I know. But that's where these weirdos, Pearl, they come out of the woodwork. And people are just like so excited. Oh, you hate them too? I don't care what you do. I'll like you too. You can't tell me this dude ain't weird to y'all. I don't believe it. You can't tell me Julie Skolnick ain't weird to y'all. I don't believe you. She is thrown off. We just got okay. This sector has got to get back to just being real and stop with all this other extra hot flaming shit. It is not necessary. If you don't like Britney, and I understand, do your commentary on her. Keep it pushing. Why
But
all this other stuff?
and then we've got boss-eyed Rosie O'Donnell and her sidekick Grandma Clampett with the long Grandpa Clampett with the long beard. Why Cletus just doesn't go the whole hog and get a rocking chair on the porch? I still think that eventually the day will come that Clue will be selling crotchless overalls in her merch shop to
That's
sort
an
of cover
idea.
both issues of her interest.
That's an idea. She'll probably run with that. They're all weird. Like I can't find a normal channel that covers Britney. That's not like I'm going to dox her, which she's already been doxed, and all her subscribers. I can't find a clip channel. Well, Madison's good. There's clip channels putting her leg in on merchandise, and y'all going to say this is normal and okay, and throw
Yeah,
up laughing
Madison is
face
the
emojis.
only normal clip channel. And can I just say, Madison, I don't know whether you're out there listening, thank you for the fact that you are always taking a hard line on blocking out doxies when you cover clips. I respect that a great deal. And I wish more people would have that same sort of ethical standard when they make clips. But yeah, most of the clip channels, most of the channels, I can't get this worked up about Britney. I'm not blind to her faults. Like I've told you, I know that she's flexible with reality and receipts, and she's got a history and all this. And even so, I just can't get it in me to hate her like you do. It's never going to happen.
Hey, East Coast, it's not. I mean, I'm not going to simplify my conscience for the group thinking. I can't do it. That's why this channel or the jerks, we're just going to be a little bit different for people. Like, I am not dedicated to the BNN network. Nope, miss me with it. I'm not dedicated to the whole group think. I'm not dedicated to hate bonding. And I hate that word because it's highly overused, but I just can't do it. Like, y'all know Julie Skolnick's a whole weirdo, right? You do understand that. And I'm not going to hang with anybody I feel is racist because they don't like Brittany J or whoever. It's just weird to me. If the leg doesn't have a lampshade, I don't want your merch. Could
Do
you
you
imagine
remember those ridiculous lamps
legs?
that were like a
Yeah.
leg with like a fringed lampshade on the top? Yes.
Yes, I do. Now, can you imagine wearing that out in public though, and nobody getting the joke? You would have to be in your sector of YouTube for people to understand what the hell that even was. Wow, Cindy, where have you been? Look, Pearl, there's Cindy.
Cindy, it's so good to see you, darling. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a good time.
We have missed you. Let me play her something real quick, and she's going to get the bad guy.
You know what they say? Somebody's got to be the bad guy. You need people like me. You need people like me. So you can point your fucking finger and say, that's the bad guy.
I love the bad guy. Thank you, East Coast, for being a member for 8 months. Merry Christmas to you. Let's see. Cindy has been a member now for 4 months. Thank you so much, Cindy, and for the super chat. I really appreciate that so much. We all miss you if you can't tell by the chat. Lindsay says, UA, I don't know. I don't have a way to talk to people on YouTube
Oh,
outside
no.
chat.
Cindy's got pneumonia.
No. What? Double pneumonia?
Yeah, that's,
Cindy, you better
well,
be laying down.
you need to be very careful looking after yourself, darling, because, with underlying health issues, please take care of yourself.
Please. Don't worry about nothing else but you. Grandma Sherry, thank you so much for being a member for 9 months. One of my best damn mods. Thank you so much. Speedy recovery. Yep. Well, I finally got some Christmas shopping done. The stress of Christmas I despise. But I got some of it done. I'm almost
I
done.
had a rant to Amazon before I came on here. They delivered something this morning that I had specifically said to them when they said, this comes in the box, you'll be able to see what it is. Do you want us to put it in an Amazon box? And I ticked the box. I very ticked the box because I needed it covering up. And guess what happened?
Oh my
They
God.
delivered it without the Amazon box in a clear wrap for everyone to see. And
Did they
so
see
I
it? Did
got,
they see it?
oh yeah. So I got onto customer services and I said, so what is the point of you having a box that says, do you want us to cover this up and deliver it in an Amazon box? And then you don't do it. What is the point? And of course, the person at the other end, I mean, I wasn't. I was chatting online to them, so it was more soft than sort of if I'd actually been speaking to them on the phone. But I said to them, you make this big deal of tick this box, and I did, and then you don't do it. What is the point of offering that? So, like, the least that you can do is, having asked me if I want it in a box, put it in a box. So anyway, they refunded me half the cost of the item. So fair enough.
Good, as they should. Spiritual Being says Ziggy is worse than BJ, in my opinion. She is. The way she exploits Summer is disgusting. All the nasty things her and Fred have put her and her community is almost unforgivable. I agree with you there. I don't like when Britney covers cases. To me, this is my opinion. I don't care who likes it. This is the way it's going to continue to be over here. I hope everybody understands that. I don't like when Britney covers cases. If you're going to cover a case, stay awake. It's disrespectful as hell.
Ziggy has exploited and slandered a whole community out there of people. She puts their faces up on screen. She goes through their friends list on a live and all their sort of personal details. The things that she said about that community. Just because a community has difficulties, just because some people are in recovery, just because some people might not have had the education that you claim to have had or the money that you claim to have had, it does not mean they are bad people. And you have no right to treat them all as evil and outcasts when you don't know any of them. You speak as if you were there on the day and you knew Summer all her life and you knew the ins and outs of the whole community. And it's disgusting what you've done to those people and continue to do.
Yeah, I agree. Wait a minute. I don't know what's going on in my chat. I'm going to scroll up. If there was a docs, please ignore it. And if that happened, I find the timing very interesting. I don't know. I don't see it. Always ignore docs. Hmm. Yeah, that's true. She does rarely cover true crime anymore. I don't think she really wants to cover true crime anymore. To be real, I really don't. Like, I've seen her subscribers ask her, Brittany, please get back to the true crime, because I think a lot of them actually like it. Um, like true crime. I don't understand how they can like it from somebody falling asleep, but I digress. They'll ask her to, and she'll go just right back to the drama. Like I said, when the whole Lauren Matthias thing was going on, she had an opportunity to stay under the radar because they were really honed in on Lauren Matthias and her eyebrows. But nope, Brittany would not have it. Brittany loves the drama. Nobody can tell me any different. Thank you, stars. Thank you. She wants to cover herself. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, for them. And even if she did, there would be something about that that would bother them. And even if she stayed awake, even if she managed to stay awake, it would bother them. Is it still going on? The Lauren Matthias? Oh, wow. I didn't know. She just started getting too strike happy for me and my comfortability. Hey, Pinto, good to see you. Hey, Mello, Joe. Um, when people start getting strike happy, whatever. And like, oh, Melissa sent me something. I'm gonna look at that. Speaking of, back to Julie, real quick, and her take. Let me ask the chat: how do you all feel about, right, Captain? How do y'all feel about Julie Skolnick taking Britney J to court over copyright when she's not copyrighted?
I think it's a ridiculous stretch, and I just think, well, maybe you and Brittany should have sorted this out long before it got to this situation, or indeed you digging through her family tree and ancestry. Stop being weird.
There's an idea. There's an idea. Why don't you stop going over something in Brittany's family before she? I don't even know if she was born. What does her uncle and what he done have to do with Brittany J? Talk about a reach. And I feel like Julie is doing this, and people like Julie make me nervous. I feel like she's doing this to please those around her, and she's a little crazy. I think it's ridiculous. She is doing it to fit in my opinion. It's saying, yeah, like $1,500. Come on now, Julie. Attention. Yep, I agree. It's
Yeah,
pathetic.
sort of,
It's silly.
she wants some legal action, just like everybody else.
That's
Meanwhile,
the
poor old nonsense is still out there by the mailbox.
waiting on them papers. Papers. No, I'm not okay with all the lawsuits either. It used to be, I don't know, man. My sector, my old sector, we never did any of this weird shit. Hey, Lee, it's definitely frivolous. Now we've got channels striking channels down for just a little bit of playing their stuff. Yes, I believe in giving commentary, but people are striking just as a get back. It used to be an unspoken thing around here. You didn't do that as long as they were giving commentary, whether good or bad. And you definitely wasn't suing people. Now this is the trend around here. Who can I put a lawsuit on? She's definitely wasting time and money. She's not even copyrighted. Did she get that 1 minute clip copyrighted? It'll go nowhere. That's exactly right. I don't think a lot of people even like Julie, but they tolerate her because she doesn't like Britney. Never.
I'd go a bit further than tolerating. I think some of them do genuinely exploit her strangeness as just another tactic to wind Britney up, and that's wrong. You know, regardless of the fact that I think she's a difficult personality and she's got some definite personality quirks, to put it mildly. She's also deeply in a life where she's a carer for 2 other people, and that comes with a whole load of stress and burnout, and I have sympathy towards that situation. But she just seems to dedicated to making life difficult for herself.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Yeah, I agree with that rock a bit. The whole thing with there's a Reddit thread on Julie. I don't understand why the bee is upset over it when Julie herself has put out people's whole family tree and threatened to do it to Granny. I mean,
Bee's not really upset about it.
I don't think so.
She's it's something that she wouldn't bat an eyelid about if it was somebody else. It's just part of her routine.
Yeah. That's so true, Wolfie. Going back and forth at one another isn't content. Nope. Nope. And I hate the word content creator. When you see me actually create content, until then, I'm just a YouTuber. Hey, Robin Hood. Good morning, Just Irish. Biting my last few minutes before, on a cold Monday morning. I didn't know that about Julie, that she had done this to, I think it was autistic families or something, like she has bullied them off the platform. I think she's doing what she wants without being pushed. Lots of people on both sides don't agree with it. She don't get tore apart the other day. And did she get tore apart? Yeah, you can't cry when you're asking for it. That's the truth. I think, again, she went too far with the family. That's not the first one she did a family tree on, is it? I know she did one on.
Don't say it.
Oh, okay. I won't say it. God, Mommy.
I just imagine sort of going into the whole routine. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to trust you. Don't say it. Well, she threatened to do one on Granny because she didn't like what Granny was saying. It is invasive. I can't remember.
I hope it was a joke, but I did see a comment where somebody said that Julie said it was anti-Semitic because somebody asked her if she got a Christmas tree yet. It's just sort of general conversation at this time of year. I don't think it was meant in any sort of religious sense. It's just conversation.
Good Lord.
Oh, Sweet Sativa's got shingles. I'm sorry to hear that. Shingles is grim.
Oh, my husband had it last year at this time, remember?
I do remember, and it went on for ages, didn't it? It was really...
It did. It's awful. Shingles is awful. Look, if you had chicken pox as a kid, I'm going to sound like a commercial. The virus is still in you, and you can't get a shot until you're over 50 now. So I can't get a shot. Well, maybe you can if there's certain circumstances, but yeah, shingles is awful. Absolutely. Yeah, but anyway, I'm going to listen to just a few more minutes. Hold on, Pearl. I just want to listen to a few more minutes. I think I missed a good part of it. Here it is. No, I don't know what Earth is talking. Oh, Earth, wait. Is this the one where she calls Joneson a racist? No. I ain't going to address that. I'm going to let... Yeah. Wait, no, here it is. Hold on. I am going to pull this up. I'm actually shocked.
It has to do with the fact that nobody pays attention to any of you, and it all has to do with the fact that you have hatred towards certain creators. That's what it boils down to. The sooner you fucks realize that, the better. Enjoy having that piece of shit in your chats. Just remember, you too could end up on his community post being called what he had just called those people in his community post back then. Again, I will include the dates of these community posts. And go look finding them because you won't. Now let's move on to Jonesin. So Jonesin gets a pass for the November 1st stream that she did.
Oh, Earth, you're sounding like nonsense with dates and stuff.
Yeah. But all the while she wants to go at Illuminati and call her a racist. Yeah, okay. Shut the fuck up, Jonesin, you stupid, ignorant bitch. So here, we have...
Earth, did you get in the alcohol that night? What are you doing?
The word that she used. Right there. I'm not going to read it out. You guys can sit here and read it yourselves.
Earth has more definitions for us, folks. Oh, God. Yes, she is. We got definitions.
And that November 1st stream that Jonesin did, that was, what was it again? Going over the burnt toast stream. The stream was over, what, 5-6 months ago? See, I clicked that. I clicked it. But Jonesin, didn't you do a stream previous to that? And then you did this one? I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Personally, I don't really care. What I care about is the fact that you're telling a woman like this, did Chico finally go educate herself, or is she still just offending something she doesn't know about? So you're saying that she doesn't know anything about that word? But you do. You know all about that word, right? Knowing damn good and fucking well that is widely considered racist and a form of discrimination. Well, I guess we can call you a racist now. I mean, I would consider you a racist after this. I sure the fuck will. Now, you put this in Britney's chat. Have you said it since? Did you learn from it? That is what matters. And this has to go towards the comment that BJ had made towards her own child, the one that she said looked like the Vietnamese mailman. How come you haven't given that same energy to Illuminati?
Wait a minute, everyone. What?
Eating those words. Now, you put this in Britney's chat. Have you said it since? Did you learn from it? That is what matters. And this has to go towards the comment that BJ had made towards her own child, the one that she said looked like the Vietnamese mailman. How come you haven't given that same energy to Illuminati?
How come you haven't given that same energy to Illuminati? Huh? Looks like the comment I see from Jonesin is, have you said it since? Did you learn from it? That's what matters. Okay. Is this another reach here? Are we okay? Is everybody okay here?
I thought Jonesin was being humorous there and paraphrasing nonsense talking about Illuminati, but obviously I'm just cynical.
Cynical. I don't know, Paige Turner. I'm trying to understand.
How come you haven't eaten those words? Because by recollection, Illuminati hasn't said any of those words since. Huh? She hasn't. But y'all want to still throw it in her face a year and a half later and still play the same old fucking bullshit every single time. Y'all want to try to get at her to get her attention. Am I correct? Yeah, I am correct. Sit your ass down. And
this is when windmilling goes wrong. Windmilling gone wrong. Stop.
My opinion of Illuminati's racism is not to get her attention. I don't care whether she listens or not.
No.
It doesn't change my opinion iota. She said those things in the stream that was all based around Black people and defining them as a criminal culture. There is no context in which you say those things and it is not racist. I defy anyone to go over the whole of that live, cover it without gaps, tell me the context that makes those things not racist.
Thank you, Perf. And Perf, you're allowed to have your opinions. I do not judge you for it.
that goes along with the rest of you trying to throw that shit in Clue's face. Because remember what your girl Jonesin here says. Right here in this comment.
Poor old Earth. You remember when she blew up her whole Discord? Bless her. For Clue, she didn't know what to do. When all that stuff came out about Clue, Clue was in her Discord. Instead of just, you know, you get rid of the person who said the horrible things, she's like, Boom, I'm just going to blow it up. Melissa Jade says, no, I think Joneson was addressing what Britney said in her chat, the mailman. Yeah, for that comment. She was directly responding to what Britt was saying on panel about it. Yeah. Earth goes where she thinks it will benefit her most. It's sad, too.
And then you have Joneson right here. Wow, this shit is bizarre. Best thing your sympathetic asses can do, nonsense, Chico, is stop talking about racism. Just shut the fuck up. Nonsense can talk about whatever the fuck she wants, Joneson.
She can. It's just weird. When you continue. Yeah, I'd never mind.
Now, for Chico is African American. She is allowed to speak about racism. You don't know the kind of life that Chico has lived. You don't know that. You don't know that life.
Oh,
you think
God.
you fucking know that life. Go get yourself fucking educated. And how about you just sit down and shut the fuck up? How about that? And Shady, how about calling that out? Go ahead, call that out. That's your friend, right? Well, I don't know now. I mean, there's some something brewing over in that community. But so why don't you call that out? Oh, you won't. You know why? Because it's nonsense and it's Chico, right? You don't like him, right? Because you don't stand on what's right. You don't call out the wrong, correct? Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, before I end this, and I put together the rest of this video so you guys can see it, I am going to put one other comment along with those screenshots in so everybody can see who the actual originator of the word Nazi is. They go by the name
Who?
Clip Punk. Yeah, that is the originator of the name Nazi. It is actually pronounced Nons. I will add my community post in the description below so everybody can go get themselves well educated on what that word means. Because see, Clip Punk was the originator of calling nonsense Nons or Nazi. Then who picked it up? Britney J. Now Britney J had called nonsense, that word, for quite some time. Then me and Frosty, we went live and we educated people on.
They went live and educated people. It does, Wolfie. It does. I don't want to be one of them. I can't.
That word. I even typed Britney in that string. Britney, however, shut the entire fuck up about that word and quit calling nonsense that for a long time. But now she has all of a sudden picked it back up and she is now calling nonsense that. Nons is short for sex offender and child molester.
Huh? What?
Right. In the UK, nonce is prison slang for somebody who's a sex offender. But you say nonce, you don't say noncy. I always thought that they were saying noncy like people say deetsy. You would never use noncy as a term in the UK. You just would not. It's nonce.
Oh, okay. I had no clue what she was talking about.
Well, to be fair, neither does she.
I don't think she does. Earth, honey, just calm down a little bit. Thank you, sweet Sativa, for the $5 super chat. Video. Oh, I was about to read it again. Let me get you something real quick.
Thank you.
That's how I take it. Name is Jen. Some people, call you Jenny. Okay. I don't know. I just think this whole sector, I think they've all lost their mind. It goes to the point where they're so, I guess, when somebody makes a mistake, they're tripping over themselves and damn near breaking their neck to fix it and correct it. In the end, we're all a bunch of hypocrites. We are. Somehow, some way. I don't want to be that hypocritical, though. Like, if one of my friends said something like truly racist, and that's a word that I do hear getting thrown around a lot, kind of losing its meaning. I don't want to be one of those people that act like I didn't hear it. Yes, it does, Melissa. This type of crap really waters down all the legitimate stuff Brit does that can be called. It really does. That's just a reach for me. That's too much.
It really is a reach.
Yeah,
Sometimes things are just a coincidence.
that's like, yeah, Jenny B. I don't even know if Brittany would know what that means. I don't know. Lindsay, I call her Deetsy Soup Soupy. Yeah, I don't know. That's Earth did this one time with another word. I can't remember what it was. And ran with it. And I was like, I don't think that's what that means, Earth, or what they think it means. Yeah, there's definitely levels to the hypocrisy. Some are worse than others. Leo Lott says, I've never heard anyone use the term noncy when they talk about nonce. I ain't either. I have never heard anyone call her that. Either I've missed it or she's got sock puppets talking to her. It is, Leon. Guess what? Sometimes my pant bag. What? I read that wrong. Stars, Brittany's busy hunting down Mellow Yellow. She doesn't even know what that means. I don't think she does. I think they give her too much credit. We've talked about this before, Pearl. Is she a mastermind or an idiot?
Well, it depends on which day of the week it is or who's referring to her. She appears to be both. She's the most stupid, evil genius ever.
They didn't know what sulk meant. Sulk, and here it means you're pouty, you're sulking again. I don't know what they took that for. Butthead is a racist word. The hell, you're. No, it ain't. Oh, God. Well, Chasing says, my dog's name is Freya. I call her little mama. Does that make her my mom? No, God, no. Oh, there's Angela. Well, she changed now I'm afraid to say the name.
What's
did she? Yeah.
I thought that
Okay.
was funny. I'm sorry, the first time I heard it, I thought that was funny.
Sulk. Here it means to pout. You're over there sulking.
Yeah, that's what it means here.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. This damn sector is insane. But over here, we're going to keep it down the middle. I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm just, I don't know. This is just all too crazy for me. It really is. Hold on, I got a text. But yeah, shared enemies. I swear they bond groups faster than anything. And I don't feel like hate bonding with a bunch of people. Yes. Yes. Well, shag means to have sex, doesn't it, Pearl? I used to hear
Yes.
Lisa Vanderpump say it all the time. That's how I know. Well, you shagging. Oh, that's Pearl's favorite word.
Yep.
It doesn't bother her at all.
Refrain from saying it.
Remember when you wanted to cunt punch Frosty into the sun? Was it you that wanted to cunt punch? She took it so like a threat. Oh, Pearl wants to punch me into the sun. That's a little violent. Oh, God. All right, y'all. I've been on here a little over 2 hours. I'll probably be back tomorrow. What? The real wisdom on Britney's comes from clearly joking. Yeah. Pearl, thank you so much for coming up here with me and going over a little bit. There's more of it I want to cover, but I don't want to spend 8 hours on it.
Well, you,
I
you need to
really
have a
don't.
quick speed run and get some timestamps, otherwise
Yeah,
it's going to get
yeah.
out of hand.
Yeah, because you know how Earth is. She's over there clicking buttons and sending StreamYard links to other people. Poor old Wee. She could have probably wrung her neck that day. I remember all that. Thank you, Michelle. All right, y'all. I'm going to end it here. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and I'll be back tomorrow. I'm out.
Bye bye.
Bye. Y'all have a beautiful and blessed day. Peace.